My local gaming pub, the Four Swords, has a monthly Mario Kart tournament, but things aren't as friendly as they seem. There's a scourge among these tracks, striking terror into racers across the city. My friend William. This curly-haired Koopa Troopa is always taking one of the top spots in the rankings, if not outright driving off with the trophy. And the worst part? He's a tilt controls user. Someone needs to end this tyranny on the tracks, and that person's gonna be me. While I like to think I'm a pretty slick Mario Kart player myself, it's become clear to me that the control scheme of mere mortals won't be enough to topple this turtle. However, I can't let myself partake in such evils. My meek soul cannot handle the power of tilt controls. We need to find a way to utilize the gyroscopic magic of a Joy-Con without activating the arcane magics of putting it into a plastic thing. And I think we have just the technology. Cardboard! On April 20th, 2018, Nintendo launched a new series called Labo. Labo was a weird footnote in the Switch's history. They were like a set of games where you'd follow along digital instructions, turning cardboard into these strange apparatuses for your Joy-Con to get all cozy in. So you know how your right Joy-Con has all that extra junk built into it that hardly anything uses? This may be the best example of its use. Utilizing the infrared camera on the bottom, as well as gyroscopics, these little doodads are able to do some really neat shit, from building a virtual pet, a VR headset, even a whole-ass robot suit! One of my favorites was a little RC car bug that had used the Joy-Con's vibrations to move. As you see, it's funny to me because you use the console to control the controllers. And let me tell you guys, they made for a fucking peak 420. Regardless, this breakthrough in cardboard technology could just be what I need to even the playing field. So today, I'm gonna build the Labo vehicle kit and win that tournament! Alright, we are here in the office. Well, actually, I should probably be a little quieter so I don't peak the microphones, actually. Alright, so we're here in the office now. I immediately peaked the mic anyway. You know what? Keep it all in anyway. We're gonna keep rolling. We're here, and we've got the Labo. Came in a lot faster than I was expecting, so I'm really excited for this too. Which kind of makes sense because I ended up getting the Japanese version, which hopefully that won't be a problem down the line. Because I think as far as I remember, the Switch is region free, which is, you know, big news bears for Nintendo being the way they were growing up. I remember I had a friend of mine who actually ordered Kid Icarus Uprising and ended up getting the PAL version of the game, and ended up, can I please just get this open? There we go. So I had a friend who ended up getting the PAL version of Kid Icarus Uprising back in the day, and then ended up getting a European 3DS as well, just because they couldn't play it. And, I mean, I can't blame them. It's Kid Icarus Uprising. You've got to at least play it once in your life. And there we go. Finally, I got the box open. So here we got the Labo Toy-Con box set, which okay, good, it's all there anyway. So I was kind of actually worried that I was gonna get like duped a little because I got this on eBay. But that's good. So we got that to put in, and no instructions. That's because we do it through the Labo. I almost legitimately forgot that actually. So we're gonna go right on over to here and let's get started. Sorry, Zelda. Oh shoot, of course, what am I doing? I'm gonna need the Joy-Cons. We're doing this entire, here I show up with the Pro-Con for actual cardboard behavior. This is cardboard hours. These are real cardboard hours. I don't think we need to practice, but I guess. Alright, we're gonna make with me, internet. Yes, thank you. Alright, oh, I had to hold down, and man, it's been so long since I made these. There we go. They really want you to use the touchscreen for this, as if it's like a handheld to play. You know what it really reminded me of was the Lego app, especially Super Mario's. Eventually we'll get to the real stuff, right? Because this is, essentially we're just gonna make a sock. Hold on, I bet you I can beat this. I'm gonna hold down the A button. This is what pure speedrunning is. This is gonna be the first ever Labo speedrun. Actually, I bet you there's Labo speedruns out there. Get in there. See? Bada bing, bada boom. It's a little condom for your Joy-Con. See that?
A Joy-Condom.
A Joy-Condom. Did we really need like 10 minutes of gameplay for that? Take care of this man for me. Alright, internet denizens, keep an eye on him for me. Is he supposed to stand on his own? I don't know, was I supposed to be paying attention to you at all? Probably. I don't know, I was busy hanging out with my little buddy there. Keep a close eye on him. He's gonna be our secret mouse tool for later. Alright, let's start. I guess we're starting with the pedal then. So that's this one right here. Then we cut out that little hole. Oh, was I supposed to cut out all those perforated holes? Well, let me just punch those out while you're in the middle of your thing. See, that's the nice part about me here, is I'm so fucking fast against these Labo boys that I'm able to go at my own pace and then still catch back up, because that's what true origami masters are able to. Oh, wait, how did you get? Hold on a second, I need to go back actually. There we go, alright, now sheet C. Oh my god, this is so wasteful. We're already jumping on to sheet C? Jesus, we still have all of sheet B. See, this Lego would never, Nintendo. Lego would never. Alright, so what do we need here? We need... I truly wonder what the Labo speedrun is, because I feel like I'm already suboptimal. Especially because I lost one of my blocks. Where did that go? Oh, there you are. False alarm. False alarm. See, when it's the same thing with Legos, is the second I lose a piece, I'm like, oh no, am I shorted? Do I need to call the Lego people? Oh no! And you immediately find it like right after and you feel like an idiot. Okay, so now we take this and we will drop it in there, huh? Okay, so then this starts to wrap up and it goes into the middle. And then the same thing on the other side, huh? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's some ingenuity. That's some good quality Nintendo cooking right there.
12 seconds later.
Time for a little break. Oh, okay, hold on a second. Try standing up and do a few stretches. Alright. Nintendo says so. It's important. You gotta do what Miyamoto wants of you if you want to be the highest quality Mario Kart racer. And I have what it takes to beat every other person in Marquette. And if that requires doing a little warm-up stretch every once in a while in the middle of your cardboard adventures, so be it. Alright, let's get back to the grind. Thank you, Miyamoto. Making the pedal. Alright, so now we have to hop on to... this is still sheet B. Alright. You know, honestly, I thank you for giving me my moment of rescue from the intense tribulations of cardboard, Nintendo. I think it's, I think what it is they always try to make it out to be like being healthy, like, oh, you gotta exercise, let's do Ring Fit, Wii Fit, stuff like that. This one was more of a, can your soul handle the effort it takes to build with cardboard? This isn't for the faint of heart, is what I'm trying to say. And they want you to have moments to breathe so you don't suffocate under the immense pressure there is of having to deal with cardboard. Sorry about that other Joy-Condom. Are you doing alright there, buddy? Did I hold on a second. Do you attach this at all? Can I put this on your back? Are you a Joy-Con holder? No? No. We'll figure you out later, buddy. I'm getting distracted. Alright. Oh, did I forget to increase this one too? Oh, we did miss one! Shame on me. And here I am calling myself the best Nintendo Laboist ever. Well, that's the thing, is that I actually am. I'm able to continue building as if it was nothing. There's no... Oh, I do need this also anyway. And that's still gonna leave one more piece there. You know what? I'm actually just gonna take this out now. We're just gonna get you out of the way, and we're just gonna put you down right there, because I have a feeling we're gonna need that one right after. And if not, that's your house now, buddy. Here. Hide your shame. Man, I forgot how, like, finicky it can be to try and get these in the hole. That's what she said again. But bam! Waka 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 waka. It's kind of like a big... It's like the... You know like when they teach you greater than or less than? It's like in the alligator wants to eat the bigger number. It's like the greater than or less than. Like, Dragonite... Dragonite is better than me. So you can tell, obviously. And anyway, let's see what else they got. Oh! Ooh! Plot twist! I needed the rubber band. I guess that makes sense. It's gonna kind of add like a little bit of tension. So we wrap it around that. And there. Okay. Hold on a moment. There we go. Alright, good. Alright, so that's going over this thing. Wait. Is this... Oh, that was supposed to be a hole. Are there more holes that I'm supposed to know about? Oh my god! I haven't seen any of these holes before! Haha! Alright, now we just have to have you catch up with my utter speed that I had when I leave you not moving. And then I should have all of the grip on the ground. All of the grip on the ground. I'm sure it works good though. Oh shit! Finally, dude, your thing, you're free. Your house is gone. I take it back now. You've been evicted. Sorry, buddy.
Fair change.
You're free. You've been evicted. It's the American way right there. Nice. It did say our rubber band isn't twisted. It is. It is not. I mean, I said two opposite things entirely. It is not. It is that we're good. That's pretty fun. Not gonna lie, that's some ingenuity. That's some cardboard design right there. Alright, now what? That's done. We stick the Joy-Con in. Get Joy-Con left. Oh, sorry, gotta take you out of your condom, buddy. I mean, yeah, it's still doing that. Can we get some kind of feedback now that there's an actual controller in there? Step on me all you might! Oh no! Oh no! I think we're gonna stay as friends, Labo. I'm good. Deja vu! I just been in this place before. Higher on the street and oh, no, I don't need to discover anything. We're good. We're good. We just need to build. We need to build the rest of the key. No, I need to build the car. I need to build the steering wheel. Oh no. I thought we were almost free. Well, you hang out right there then, buddy. Alright, I guess we're building the Toy-Con key now. God, I'm already shitting my pants over how big of a file this is just gonna make on my computer of just raw footage staring at a yellow screen of instructions. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. This went on for like 2 more hours. 2 hours! For a damn steering wheel made of strong paper! We need to get the show on the road. And the content itself quickly devolved into me just rambling about how surprisingly hard it is to fold cardboard right. So for the sake of everyone's time and sanity, how about I just do this? Oh, of course the camera died right before we finished filming! Ugh. Let's just go over how Mario Kart will work with it. So I'm here after a little bit of practice with the Labo here, and I just wanted to talk about a few of the things I kind of picked up on after getting a bit of, you know, jiving and driving here and there. So the first thing I want to talk about is, this thing has all this shit I spent 2 hours building, and it hardly gets used in Mario Kart itself. Like, the Labo game itself obviously makes full use of all of this. But when you're playing Mario Kart, the only thing this thing takes is gyroscopic input, and then the right bumper. The right bumper that isn't even pressing right, and I'll get to that in a moment. But first of all, let's just talk about how the game controls. So because it's only using the gyroscope here and none of these fancy fangled little doodads we made, there's a good few amount of things that you can't do in the game anymore. So because you have no access to a control stick of any means, this technically becomes your control stick, obviously. So you have left and right movement just fine, but angling your cart when you're on a ramp or when you have your glider out, that becomes impossible. Like tilting, I even tried tilting it back and forth a bit, and it just doesn't require any input from it at all. So, while it doesn't sound like it might be too big of an issue, like, oh no, I can't angle for like one shortcut on here on this track, it actually becomes a much bigger issue if you end up missing the trick on a lot of the jumps. And I hope I can show this in some gameplay actually, where if you go off of a jump and you miss it, without angling your cart, you'll just bump into a wall and fall to your death and have to have Lakitu save you. And I'm assuming this is a thing that they took into account, like, oh, well, if they miss the jump, they'll just angle it with the control stick, you know? They have a controller. No such help with this bad boy. And I'm kind of putting the carriage in front of the horse here because you're not even going to get to any of those jumps without driving forward. And driving in itself gets weird with this thing. So obviously, to hit the acceleration, you lean down on the gas. But because there is no buttons aside from the bumper here, which, spoiler alert, they saved that for items because you have to be able to throw items at least, you know? They made drifting part of the gyroscope. So when driving, you have it tilted slightly, but to initiate a drift, you floor it. So by holding down, all the way, this puts you into a drift state. So that's in this weird kind of spot where to drift, or to drive without, accidentally causing a drift, you gotta make sure you press down enough that the gyroscope registers it, but not down too far that you start hopping up and down. And you might actually see, I wonder if I can find some gameplay that I can cue in here, of me just boop, 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 boop. That's me trying to find the nice homeostasis of where I can drive without activating a drift on accident. And that did take a lot of getting used to. So another issue with that also though is that when you're drifting, you have to, lift back up to stop the drift, to essentially get your boost to get back to driving normally. And in doing so, I also found myself letting up off the gas entirely a little bit. And so in doing so, that's not as bad as ending up like drifting when you don't want to. That just ends up kind of negating the boost you would have gotten because you still are coasting. You're just not maintaining that top speed you would have gotten. Which that is just, a slight little, gripe. I mean, I'm not gonna lose sleep over losing a boost, but I do lay awake over the drifts I've fucked up because of this thing. Anyway, going on to this bad boy, so, the items. What the f went on there? Like I alluded to before, there is no throwing backwards in this game with this because there is no angling your cart, there is no, there's no control stick. There is no holding back to angle your cart up. There is no holding back to throw a shell behind you. And that normally wouldn't be, in theory, it doesn't sound like it wouldn't be too much of an issue. Like, oh no, I can't, beat the shit out of the guy behind me. But this does become quite a big issue with a few items. Mainly the bomb. This fucking thing is the bane of my existence now. And it's just because I can't throw things backwards. So, because I can't just drop this behind me on the road, I have to throw it ahead of me, which makes it an obstacle in itself to dodge. And I find myself running into my own bombs, or I guess I found myself doing it. I learned to just wait. If I have the bomb, I have to wait until I find a nice straightaway, throw it over there, and then go the other direction. Which, isn't the worst in the world, but the thing about the bomb was that it was a great defense item when you were in the crowds, because if you lay it behind you, anyone who hits that makes that explosion for someone else to get hit. If a red shell's coming at you, drop that now. When that red shell hits that bomb, that's creating an explosion. That's causing problems for your opponents. Those are aspects of this item that I'm locked out of, and then I have to make it into a hazard for myself. So that one bummed me out a lot. But enough about the bomb specifically. Items in general are locked to the key here. And that's the only button you have access to, is the right bumper. So that means if you are driving, you have to hold, let's say if you are driving and you wanted to hold a red shell, you have to hold your thumb on the horn while turning. And you have to make sure also, you know, this is still cardboard. I mean, it's really well manufactured, like, I mean, not man, it's really well designed, like, it's pretty sturdy build quality for cardboard, but cardboard! So you don't want to, you know, press in too hard and damage it. In fact, I learned that the hard way by damaging this. You can see I already had to tape it a little bit because the bumper here isn't meant to be pressed and then angled and stuff. They weren't expecting you to do that. So in doing so, I ended up squishing it down weirdly, and if I open it up, I can maybe show you. I had to put tape on the bottom there to stop the cardboard from fraying. Let me see if I can... Yeah, if you can see that, I had to put tape there so it would stop the bottom there where it's hitting this part from fraying. Which is really weird to me because I'll see if I can get a good shot of it. But they're using an open side of the cardboard instead of one of the closed, like, folded ends. And that would just make so much more sense. You're not, you know, essentially beating raw sheets of paper against an end. You know, they're fraying already, you know? It's ridiculous. But anyway, because of it fraying also, that makes it so sometimes when I go to press the horn button here to use an item, it just doesn't work, and I have to kind of like pull it out and like do some like on the fly adjustments. Like I am essentially becoming my own pit crew and driver at the same time because of this button right here. And to go off of that, the reason why I'm so, I don't know, salty sounding, I guess, is that I spent 2 hours building all of this shit! And it uses nothing, you know? And it's some really, let me pop this open and show you guys just the really cool engineering that went into making this thing that wouldn't, you know, get used at all, you know, because let's be real. Who's gonna break open the Labo game, you know, every day? I mean, I'm sure, actually, if there's someone out there, hit me up, because I want to let's do a multiplayer Labo video, and, you know, you and I would be kindred spirits. But the thing is, though, most people won't break this out just to play that Labo game again. It was really fun, and it has a lot of these little doodads that, like, makes it all work and stuff. But it doesn't have the staying power of a super popular game like Mario Kart. If someone is probably going to break this back out again, it's going to be for Mario Kart. So all of this cool stuff here is just kind of going unused. So I thought I'd show it to you right now, so you can kind of see it actually uses reflective tape here to kind of gauge what gear you'd be in to do certain things. So in the normal Labo game, you can switch between like a saw, windshield wipers, a bomb, I think. You know, the regular stuff a car has, by switching these gears and then activating them by going like this. So what they're essentially doing is using the IR camera in the bottom of the key, quote unquote, the Joy-Con, to look at this. And even though it's dark, you know, it's an infrared camera. It can notice when it's getting reflections. So it looks at how many little reflections it can see, and that's how it gauges what's going on in the game. So there are so many little doodads to this thing that if they just wanted to just go a little bit more and implement the coding of that, we could have had all of the, or almost all of the gameplay mechanics added in. For instance, I've always thought, not always, as if it's like been a thing. I've been thinking since I built this, I guess. This would have, why isn't this to, like, you know, you could use this to throw items behind you. So you hold this down, and this is what reverse was in the normal Labo game. So I'm thinking, if you're driving down the road, and you're like, and I have a shell and I want to throw it behind me, why not just hold this down and then press the button, and then, you know, oh, hey, bam, I'm throwing it behind me. Or, even doing you one better, use this as a method to angle your cart while you're flying, you know? Oh shit, I'm not gonna make it. Angle it up a little, and, you know, I guess that would make it so you're also currently entirely angled down. That would make it so you can't angle the cart downwards, at least. But angling it upwards is a mandatory fucking thing of the cart, you know, pretty much. So at least it would give you that back with this. Oh. Oh, did you get... No, there's that issue right there. Oh, no. I think that's right. I almost just broke this thing. Alright, well, I pretty much explained everything I wanted to talk about with this thing. Oh my god, it is falling the hell. It is falling the fuck apart. This entire mechanism just fucking crumpled on me. So it's kind of a good thing that it's not needed in Mario Kart. Maybe they were thinking that through. I mean, that's the thing at the end of the day, is that this isn't going to hold up to the strength of prolonged use in Mario Kart. So we have to make it count. See you at the tournament. Now that we're here at the Four Swords, all there is left to do is set up our battle station and wait for the carnage to begin. Get it? Carnage? I'll see myself out. So round 1 started off to an amazing start. I actually won 2 in a row. However, this little bugger was left on during the race, so we decided to disqualify it for sportsmanship. And after winning that second race, I ended up losing the 2 after that. Womp womp. Things did take a turn for the better after that, though. I may have been knocked down to the loser bracket, but I was all warmed up now, and ready to flex some cardboard muscle. Our next match went well. It got pretty neck and neck at times, but despite it all, I was able to squeak out a victory. Moving on to the next round, I realized that I barely knew the layouts of the tour tracks at all. They were really cool getting to see real-life places get Mario-ified, but goddamn, I ended up bonking or going off track a hell of a lot more than I thought I would going into this. Luckily, I was able to take another victory and move on to the next round. I was actually getting pretty excited about how well I was doing up to this point. I honestly thought I would have gotten double E-limbed right there rolling up with the Labo, but this cardboard contraption is working better than I ever imagined. Sadly, as Icarus flew too close to the sun, I myself got too cocky with the cardboard. On my next round, I was swiftly knocked out in both races, without getting a word in edgewise. Despite all my valiant efforts, the Ivory Yoshi was just too fast to chase down. All in all, I ended up taking 5th place at the tournament. And while I didn't end up taking home the gold, it was still fun to see everyone's reactions to this beast of burden showing up unannounced. So all in all, my final thoughts? Oh shit, I lost because I forgot to do the Labo stretches.